The man was completely broke, yet he brought his mistress and her son to a 5-star restaurant, spending a staggering 10 million. The reason he was so bold was because he had already planned it all out. He believed that after he had eaten and drunk his fill, his wife would immediately show up to settle the bill. At that moment, he would even act generously, allowing his wife to finish his leftover soup. But what he never expected was that the wife who used to obey his every word had completely changed into a different person. It turns out the wife before him was reborn. In her previous life, she possessed immeasurable wealth but gave it all to her husband without reservation. In exchange, all she received was his ruthless betrayal on the operating table. Just as she was weak from surgery, the husband secretly arranged to have her heart transplanted into his beloved mistress. Not only did she die on that operating table, but her entire fortune was inherited by her husband and his mistress. But just as she died, the woman swore an oath. If there was a next life, she would make them pay the price. In the next second, she was instantly reborn, returning to 1 year prior. Seeing her husband and his mistress leave for the restaurant, the woman knew her past humility was deeply ingrained in their minds. So, she decided to play along, planning to collect some interest first. She immediately contacted her lawyer to freeze all of her husband's bank cards. At the same time, she transferred all her corporate shares and prepared a divorce agreement that would leave her husband with nothing. Over at the restaurant, the husband, furious about being given a regular table, threw a huge sum of money to book the exclusive Emperor's Suite, which had a minimum charge of 100,000. Thinking he had his wife as a money tree, he didn't care in the slightest. But little did he know, this was all a trap set by the woman. When the mistress's son was scolded for playing with and killing over 30 lobsters, the husband, just to see the mistress smile, bought every single lobster in the restaurant, costing him 2 million. The child then broke the restaurant's prized antique vase, and the husband, instead of scolding him, boasted about his wealth and paid another million in compensation. Because he thought the woman would pay anyway, he spent money like water all night without a hint of remorse. When the manager finally presented the $10 million bill, the husband arrogantly gestured to the woman. He ordered her to hurry over and pay the bill, claiming he needed to take his mistress to meet her parents. But this time, the woman simply walked to a nearby empty table and sat down. As the husband started to lose his patience and shouted for her to come pay, the woman just coldly asked, "Pay for what?"